Hey guys, Scott from Civic Edge Lifestyle here, and welcome to this video. Today I'm reviewing Glenn Fedoruk's, I don't know how to say his name, Lead Hero. First of all, I'd like to let you guys know I do not at all recommend going with Lead Hero. I will explain why as we go throughout the video, but if you would like my actual recommendations for traffic sources, you can get a resource page down below that will take you to a page that I created with my top 10 traffic sources that I use every day to generate sales, leads, and everything else under the sun. You will be invited to join a list, but there are emails that help you. Like they'll actually give you information on some of the traffic sources as the emails go on. That will be down in the comment section and description, but let's get to the review video. So first of all, I found Lead Hero. I was kind of scoping around a little bit. I'm always looking for traffic because as a business owner, it is very important to always look for more traffic sources and always keep your avenues open. And this is the way to do business. It doesn't matter if it's online, offline, whatever. You always want to keep your avenues open. You want to be looking for the best, tools, the best sources, things like that, right? So like for instance, when I owned my own window cleaning business, I always sat there and I did things like I'd look for where can I get window gear cheaper so that I'm not dipping into too much of the business's money, things like that. So I always looked for deals, but I found a pretty good company when I was a window cleaner when I had my own business that they offered some pretty neat tools, and they were pretty good price wise. And even though I say that my window gear was like $300, it was $300. I'm not lying about that. um, that was pretty much the cheapest, because if you went with any of the other companies, it was like, holy crap. Anyway, we're not talking about window cleaning, though. I like to get on that topic because that was one of my businesses too at one time, and it was a six-figure business. So, but Lead Hero. So I'm always looking for traffic. I'm always looking for other traffic sources to, specifically solo ads. Okay. I'm always looking for better solo ad providers and stuff like that. Just, if I can find anything that's a better price than what I'm paying now, things like that. But this guy, I'm going to prove today that cheaper is not always better. So, this guy has Lead Hero, and the reason why I was scoping around, well, actually, I wasn't even really scoping around for traffic. This day, I was scoping around. I was exploring. Rapid Profit Machine has recently gone to something called Explodely, and it's another affiliate platform. And Explodely is where they're doing their business out of now. So I went and I was kind of just I saw a few things catch my eye while I was in there, and I just kind of clicked on them to check them out, kind of thing. And it wasn't so much I was actually looking for stuff to offer. But anyway, I came across Lead Hero, and I decided, well, I'm going to go look up some reviews on Lead Hero. Now, here's the one thing I can't stand when looking at reviews. There's one guy that I listen to, and that one guy, he's like me. He'll give it to you straight. He'll tell you like, nope, that's a scam, stay away from it. Oh, this is good. uh, he'll even say things like he'll have an unbiased opinion. Like he'll go, I don't know if it really works, but I can't say it doesn't work either. So he'll do things like that. I usually only do reviews if I really like something or I don't like something. That's pretty much how I go about it. So Lead Hero, like I don't do any in between. I'm just kind of, I either hate it or I like it. So Lead Hero is one of those things. It's a solo ad provider, or like Glenn is a solo ad provider. So I went through his traffic, and like I went through his sales page, and I kind of looked at it, and I looked at the reviews. But every review said, "Oh, this is great, this is great, this is great," and I thought, and I couldn't find one from the guy that I usually listen to. So I was like, okay, well, obviously he hasn't gone with Lead Hero before, so I'm not going to look any further. I've seen enough reviews. Now, here's the thing I can't stand online, though. This is what I was going to say earlier, is I can't stand the people that come in, they do reviews, and they say, oh, this is great, just so they can get sales. I'm telling you guys, I don't care about the sales. I'm giving you guys the information straight. I'm telling you, this is a scam. Stay away from it. So, basically, I went through the whole sales page here, kind of looked at it. There were some testimonials. I've heard of this guy before, Jonathan Montoya. I think I've heard of Dan Kahn before as well. But these guys obviously lied too, because I'm telling you right now, and this guy, his name is Dallas. I don't know who Dallas is. Never heard of him before. But and then there's also a guy named Mark. So there's testimonials on here, video testimonials of how this guy. And usually that's what I look for too. Is I look at the videos for the solo ad provider just to kind of vet them, right? I'm telling you, even with those videos, they obviously work with him or something and lied. Um, so they show some stats here. This is an AWeber, I think. They show the click rates. They show this. They show that. So I went and I decided, okay, fine. I'm going to get the lowest one. So I'm going to get the premium buyer 100 clicks for $69. I did that. And so automatically, I set it up. I think it takes you to, if I remember correctly, it takes you to a spot, like a page after this. Once you do your buying, it takes you to a page where you put your link in and stuff like that, and you wait for them to contact you, and they get in touch with you and tell you, yeah, your traffic's on your way. Here's your. This is Glenn right here, and he almost kind of looks like someone who would be a little shady and anyway, so and he has his text messaging there and everything. But anyway, the premium buyer clicks is what I got, the 100 premium buyer clicks. Now it says premium buyer clicks, right? You would think, okay, great, it's buyers, right? And that's actually not a bad price, considering that I pay $1 or $1.20 per click for my traffic. I'm going to tell you why his traffic isn't good and why, compared to my traffic sources, why I pay more and I get more. So basically, for $69, I went and got that. And then I texted him and we were talking back and forth. First of all, the guy turned around and said, I forgot how he said it now. Let me quickly look here because I did have his message pulled up. I was going to actually screenshot the messages and show you guys, but there's too much information like phone numbers and stuff like that. I don't want to show you guys that, and it takes too much time for me to go and block it all out. So I'd rather just read it. So he was explaining. I asked him about the weekly subscriptions, and because he has weekly subscriptions too, where you pay every week, but you get clicks delivered to you every week. And he was telling me about it, and then that. He also explained to me that he has a thing where if you're going to bring out your own traffic rotator or whatever, he has something where people can order traffic through you. Technically, you're like the provider, but um, technically they're still getting it from him, but they're getting it from you. And the traffic, I don't know how he, the way he said it's kind of, it made sense at the time. I just can't really. I'm not going through the whole message right now. I'm kind of summarizing. Um, I said, "Oh, that's pretty cool because I'm thinking about bringing out a traffic rotator, and I want to do other traffic sources inside of the sales or the members page when I get it up and running and everything." And he said, "Yeah, I could do that. Things like that." We were talking anyway, and I said, "You may become my top traffic provider." As so far, the best I found was James Neville Taylor. Da 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 da. So I was kind of telling him, this is a little bit of my experience. I've worked with people like James Neville Taylor, and so he said, yeah, that he's a good guy. He basically made mention of the bigger marketers. Not all are very. Uh, he was talking about how some of the bigger marketers think they're all that, and they're not. And I said, yeah, I said, I know I've met a couple of vendors that, I have chatted with, and they're, you know, they're pricks. Excuse my language, but it's true. Um, so the one person that I've dealt with, they completely, like, this vendor chewed my head off and said that I apparently, even though I'm in the top 10% on Warrior Plus and everything as an affiliate, that's nothing to, this is a vendor, by the way, that has no trophies as a vendor, and somehow is claiming that my the things that I have achieved are not worth me being happy about, basically, is what he told me. And I'm sitting there going, you don't even have a trophy as a vendor. And you're telling me I'm the one being self-righteous, and you're the one sitting there saying you're good. Uh, yeah. Anyway, that was a different vendor. That's not this guy. So anyway, I went and said to him the next day, I think. I'm just trying to think here. No, it was 2 days later, and the traffic had come in. Now, here's where it started to get dicey. So the traffic had come in. The traffic was finished by Friday. I got it on a Wednesday. Glenn had, and I would show you my get response. I always say that I'll do that, or I could do that, but the problem is that you'll see the subscribers, and I don't I use one specific capture page for my solo ads, and then I use one specific capture page for um, and this was like a month and a half ago. So I just decided to do this today because I've let it go for a month and a half, and I've still seen nothing. So basically, I texted him. I said, well, there was no sales on the front end. I said I have 37% opt-in rate. So literally, I have 37 percent opt-in rate. Now, let me tell you guys, when I set this funnel up that I have, the funnel converts at about a 45 to 90% opt-in rate. When using Glenn's traffic, it operated at a 37, which is the lowest, and I have never seen it go any lower than 45. So when it did, I was like, that's not right. He had a few people come in from his list that were idiots. One guy made a stupid name for himself on my list, and it was like, really, how immature are you? The other guy came in, and he just sat there and kept swearing at me and stuff, and like would send me messages and said, Scotty, beam me up and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're immature too. So I kind of just deleted both of those guys. I told him, I'm like, I told the other guy that was messaging me, I said, don't ever come into my list again. Don't ever sign up to anything of mine again. Anyway, I don't put up with that. I'm a business. I don't have to put up with that. That's wrong. Um, so anyway, I messaged Glenn. I said about the not having any sales on the front end. Now, so not only did I have a 30%, 37% opt-in rate, I had no sales on the front end. And I'm telling you right now, with my funnel, the way it is built, I always get sales on the front end. With any other provider, I always get sales on the front end. It does not matter what happens. I have my trusted sources, and with each of those trusted sources, I always get sales on the front end. I have never once not gotten a sale on the front end with that funnel. Sometimes I get two sales, sometimes I get upsells and sales. um, like, this is what I'm talking about. So he turned around and messaged me and said, well, you can't always expect sales on the front end. And I'm like, but I can with my funnel, because, and I didn't want to get into that conversation with him, because then he would have sat there and been like, oh, you're one of the ones that think you're all that. And it's like, no, it's not that I think I'm all that. It's that I know what I'm doing, and I've developed a funnel that actually does work and does suck people in to make them buy, like, immediately when they sign up. But if that's not happening off of your traffic, there is something wrong. I recently went in, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and I noticed that everyone that came in during that period. Now, the problem is I had traffic come in from Traffic Zest at the same time, because I had converted my affiliate commissions over from Traffic Zest as well at the same time and got traffic through that. But the ones that came in through his stuff, oh my goodness, guys, I'm telling you, none of them are engaged. None of them. There's like ones. I have one bar, sorry, all the way down on his traffic, and they've been with me now for about 30 or 40 days. They are at one bar and do not read my emails at all. They do not engage. They do not do anything. And he even says here, like somewhere in the sales page, I remember somewhere. I remember that it says that these guys are really engaging. They'll go and write you. They'll talk to you, and I like to have that relationship with my clients. But they did not do that. They did not message me. They did not talk to me. Nothing, and none of them clicked on my stuff. Now, here's the kicker. So I've got Rapid Profit Machine right behind the first initial product. I've got it right in this funnel. I have it right behind, and the reason why I have that as the next product is because Rapid Profit Machine is another higher converting offer, and I went and had Rapid Profit Machine in behind it, and none of them signed up to Rapid Profit Machine. None of them. Guess what happened when traffic came in and went through that funnel? I got signups to Rapid Profit Machine. Yep. So ask me how mad I was, and I spent $69 on this crappy traffic just to have it go unengaged. Like, he's definitely selling bot traffic, because I have never seen traffic come into this funnel and not engage me in some way, whether it's through clicks or reading the emails every day or even reaching out. And that throws your reputation down the drain. Um, that throws your reputation down the drain, your email reputation. And if you aren't able to have, like, if you have people on your list that are not engaging with you at all, that drags you through the mud. Okay. And this is like, Lead Hero is the junkiest traffic I've ever seen in my life. And I have seen nothing but good reviews online. So I'm here to cut through the fog and say, no, this traffic is horrible. Don't get it. And the guy thinks that he's all that and is talking about all these marketers that think they're all that. Now, I will not lie. There are marketers out there that think they're all that. But I'm telling you right now, he thinks he's all that as a traffic provider. And I'm telling you right now, he's not. His traffic is such junk that, like, he really does have bot traffic. It acted as bot traffic. I have not gone one sale from his traffic. But the people that came in from Traffic Zest bought. I even got a sale on the front end from Traffic Zest after his traffic went through. I actually got a front end sale from Traffic Zest. So it's actually kind of funny that Traffic Zest, compared to his Lead Hero, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm telling you guys, as marketers, do yourself a favor. Stay away from Glenn Fedrick's, or I don't know how you say his name. I don't care how you say his name. I'm very, very upset with his traffic. But stay away from his Lead Hero traffic. Stay away from his traffic, period. He's apparently on Udemy as well. I would not go with his traffic at all. I don't think I've ever gone to him on Udemy. And if I did, I probably had the same results and probably didn't realize, because in my first year, I played with Udemy a little bit more. I think I have seen him actually on, now that I think about it, I think I've seen him on Udemy, but his traffic is junk, guys. Don't go with his traffic. Do yourself a favor, just stay away from his traffic. He's one of the people that you should just avoid like the Black Plague online. He's obviously someone who's somehow got himself up there. Like, everyone's like, oh, he's such a good marketer. Oh, and then really he's not that great of a marketer. He just sells you mud and says it's water. That's basically what it is. I mean, technically it's not wrong. I mean, mud is water, but anyway, it's made of water. We'll say that. But mud is kind of, the mixture of water and sand turning into mud. Anyway, not getting into that either. So yeah, stay away from it, guys. This is just a warning. I wouldn't go with it. Like I said, I have a 45% to 90% opt-in rate with my capture page and funnel, and his operated at a 37. And then on top of that, his traffic didn't buy a single thing. They went through two different products of the funnel. One was $9. The next one is like free, and none of them went for it. None of them. Not a single. Not a single one of them. And then he tells me, "Well, you don't get sales on the front end every time." And I'm like, "Yeah, my funnel's that good that it does, though. I just don't want to say that because you already have a problem with people who think they're all that, and I'm one of those people who think that I don't think I'm all that. I'm just saying that when I go and do something, like I go and make a capture page, I try and make it perfect, like not perfect, but I make it so that it works, right? And I've perfected stuff. It's not that I think I'm all that. It's just I know what I'm doing. It's experience. But he obviously is inexperienced and thinks that he's all that, and he really isn't. He thinks he's all that as a traffic provider. And I can tell you right now, there are people that would chew him up and spin him back out again as traffic providers. I can tell you that right now because I use most of those people that have traffic like that would chew him up, spin him back out, then pick him up and chew him again. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers.